Welcome to this module of developing and maintaining own competency. In today's continuously evolving financial landscape, your success depends on constant self-assessment, targeted skill enhancement, and strict adherence to industry compliance standards. In the next several minutes, we'll explore the essentials of professional development and how a well-crafted professional development plan, or PDP, can serve as your roadmap to career growth and regulatory compliance. Every professional journey begins with introspection. The first step in achieving professional maturity and success is to identify your own development needs. As a finance expert, you know that competencies such as collaboration, technical skills, analytical thinking, and clear communication are crucial. By analyzing your current capabilities and recognizing your strengths along with the areas that need improvement, you set the stage for targeted growth. Think of this as a continuous dialogue with your career, much like regular meetings with your team manager or mentor, where you discuss what's working and where adjustments are needed. So, what exactly is a professional development plan? A PDP is a live document that enables you to outline your professional goals, the skills you need to refine, and the actions you must take to ensure you remain at the top of your game. The plan isn't a static formality. It's a dynamic tool that evolves as you progress in your career. It helps you keep track of your achievements and sets a structured timeline for ongoing improvement. In our increasingly competitive work environment, having a PDP is not just about improving your technical know-how, but also about aligning your personal growth with the compliance requirements established by regulatory bodies, such as the Tax Practitioners Board, often referred to as TPB. Imagine the PDP as your personal performance blueprint. It's divided into key sections that address your current role and responsibilities, your strengths and weaknesses, long-term and short-term goals, and an actionable treatment plan to monitor your improvement. The document also includes a timeline with specific milestones, ensuring you understand exactly when and how to act. This level of meticulous planning is particularly important in the finance industry, where checkpoints and milestones can transform vague aspirations into clear, measurable targets. Let's delve deeper into the process of creating a successful PDP. The first stage involves a thorough self-assessment. You need to look at every aspect of your professional role. Ask yourself, what competencies do I have in abundance? Where do I see gaps in my technical skills or interpersonal abilities? For instance, skills like analytical thinking or proficiency in financial software are invaluable. Using techniques such as peer feedback, one-on-one meetings with supervisors, or self-reflection sessions can help you document these insights. Once you have a clear picture of your current state, you are better prepared to define specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. It is critical to understand that goals create objectives. They transform your professional aspirations from abstract ideas into concrete steps. For example, if you aim to increase your firm's profitability by a particular percentage over the next 3 years, you need to establish clear checkpoints. A short-term checkpoint could be a quarterly or annual assessment where you review progress, adjust strategies, and maybe even establish new goals based on the business environment and market trends. Without such specificity, goals remain mere statements of intent without practical impact. Clear objectives enable you to monitor returns, assess risks, evaluate liquidity, and even consider the tax implications associated with your decisions. Once you have established your goals, the next element of your PDP concerns action planning. This is where the real work begins. Action plans break down larger goals into manageable tasks. They allow you to execute your ideas step by step. For instance, if one of your goals is to improve your technical proficiency with emerging financial software, your action plan might include enrolling in online courses, attending webinars and workshops, and seeking mentoring from experienced colleagues. This process not only structures your learning, but also helps mitigate any challenges. In the realm of professional development, continuous self-assessment is as important as the formulation of your plan. Regular check-ins and reflective learning practices ensure that you adjust your methods and targets based on practical experience. Reflective learning involves two key steps. First, it requires you to think deeply about your actions and their impact. It is by embracing constant self-assessment that finance professionals remain nimble and capable of navigating complex financial environments. Equally important is the aspect of compliance with industry standards. For finance professionals, maintaining regulatory compliance isn't optional. It's a fundamental component of your professional integrity. Industry standards and regulatory requirements ensure that your practice not only stands up to scrutiny, but also protects the interests of your clients. This is especially true when we consider the guidelines set forth by the Tax Practitioners Board, TPB, in Australia. For instance, BS agents and other finance professionals must meet specific continuing professional education requirements in order to maintain their registration and professional standing. Under TPB guidelines, any registered tax and BAS agent must complete a minimum number of continuing professional education, or CPE hours, within a specified registration period. To put things into perspective, as of 1 July 2022, BAS agents falling under the standard registration must complete at least 90 CPE hours over a 3-year period, which translates into roughly 20 hours per year. Complying with these CPE requirements involves more than attending a few random courses. The education must be relevant to the financial and tax services you provide. This could include taking part in seminars, workshops, webinars, and even structured conferences. Additionally, education in areas such as practice management, ethics, and even upskilling opportunities like micro-learning through online videos and podcasts contribute significantly to your professional growth. By engaging in these varied educational activities, you ensure that your skills align with both your personal growth ambitions and the evolving demands of your industry. In addition to meeting these regulatory obligations, being proactive in identifying and leveraging opportunities for professional development is key. Finance professionals should consider a wide range of methods to develop their capabilities. One effective approach is engaging in coaching and mentoring. Coaching is a more personal kind of training where a supervisor or experienced colleague works directly with you to refine your performance. Mentoring, on the other hand, is about guidance. It involves more experienced professionals sharing their experiences and insights, helping you navigate complex career challenges and build professional confidence. Another promising method is job role swaps or job shadowing. These practices allow you to gain first-hand experience in different roles within your organization. They not only introduce a fresh perspective, but also broaden your understanding of the company's operations. For instance, if you typically work in a specific area of finance, a job role swap might provide a deeper understanding of another function, be it compliance, auditing, or financial analysis. This cross-training enhances flexibility and ensures an adaptable, more versatile workforce that's always ready to meet new challenges. Moreover, professional development isn't limited to internal training programs. There are numerous external opportunities available. Professional associations often offer valuable resources, such as TPB-recognized seminars, lectures, and workshops. These external training sessions expose you to a broader range of practices and can provide insights into industry trends that might not be available within your organization. Networking with industry colleagues through various professional groups is not only beneficial from a knowledge-sharing perspective, but it also helps in building a network that can support your growth over the long term. The implementation of a professional development plan also includes a clearly defined timeline. This timeline sets the deadlines for achieving different goals and breaks down your plan into short, medium, and long term. A short-term plan typically spans 1 year, a medium-term plan covers 1 to 3 years, and long-term goals are set for periods longer than 3 years. The beauty of having these segmented plans lies in their ability to track your progress over time, ensuring that every phase of your development is anchored with specific milestones and deadlines. The regular updating of the PDP with new challenges, advances in technology, or changes in regulatory compliance is essential to keep the plan both relevant and actionable. Now let's revisit the importance of setting SMART goals within your PDP. When you set a goal, it should be specific, leaving no room for ambiguity. For example, instead of stating, "I need to improve my financial analysis skills," a specific goal would be, "I will complete a financial modeling course and apply the techniques learned to at least 2 major projects within the next 6 months." Making your goal measurable allows you to track progress. Attainable goals are realistic. They challenge you but remain within the realm of possibility. Goals must also be relevant, directly aligned with your career aspirations and the needs of your organization. Finally, every goal should be time-bound, having a concrete deadline that motivates you toward timely achievement. By combining these elements, your PDP transforms into a powerful guiding document. Not only does it give you clear direction, but it also serves as a demonstration of your commitment to professional growth and adherence to industry standards. Whether you're assessing your progress through quarterly reviews or conducting a reflective learning exercise, the insights gained from your PDP will help you navigate both expected and unforeseen challenges in your career. In many ways, maintaining a PDP is like operating your own personal development engine. It is essential for building self-efficacy and ensuring that as a finance professional, you remain adaptive in a fast-changing industry. Not only does the PDP underpin your personal and professional growth, it also acts as a critical compliance tool that safeguards your professional standing with regulatory bodies like the TPB. Now, let's focus more closely on the specific requirements that finance professionals must meet under the Tax Practitioners Board's guidelines. As discussed earlier, compliance doesn't stop at creating a PDP. It extends to the meticulous record-keeping of your continuous professional education activities. Under the TPB, finance professionals must not only complete the required number of hours within their designated registration period, but also maintain accurate records of all CPE activities. For instance, consider the specific case of BAS agents. As a BAS agent, you are required to complete a minimum of 90 CPE hours over a period of 3 years, with an annual requirement typically around 20 hours. It's also important to note that compliance extends to authorization and licensing requirements. As a registered finance professional, you must hold the necessary licenses, such as an Australian financial services license if applicable, and ensure that your practice conforms to the prescribed legal and ethical guidelines. This includes responsibilities like preparing annual reports, fulfilling payroll tax obligations, and ensuring the correct submission of documents to regulatory bodies. Alongside well-documented professional development activities, maintaining accurate records of compliance-related documents is essential. For instance, consider how internal audits are crucial in this regard. Conducting periodic audits helps you verify that financial records are stored safely, accurately maintained, and readily available for inspection by regulatory authorities. Looking ahead, the future of professional development in the finance industry is increasingly geared towards flexibility and adaptability. With the shift towards hybrid work environments, finding time for skill development can be challenging. However, this is when the discipline of planning and the utility of a PDP truly shine. By consciously setting aside time for professional development, whether it's through job rotation, mentoring, or virtual training sessions, you ensure that you are not only meeting baseline requirements, but are actively investing in your career growth. As you prepare your own PDP, take the time to reflect on your experiences, set measurable goals, and build a culture of continuous improvement. Leverage the many opportunities available, be it internal mentoring programs, cross-training, or external educational workshops, and most importantly, recognize that the responsibility for your professional development lies squarely in your own hands. As you progress, let your PDP be a testament to your dedication and resolve in advancing both your skills and your career. In closing, we want to emphasize that professional development is a journey of growth, reflection, and discovery. It empowers you to meet the challenges of your industry head-on, ensures compliance with strict regulatory requirements, and opens the door to countless opportunities for career advancement. We encourage you to take the next step today by reviewing and updating your professional development plan, embracing lifelong learning, and staying ahead in this competitive field. Thank you for taking the time to join us on this journey. Your commitment to developing your skills and maintaining the highest standards in the finance industry will not only benefit your career, but also contribute to the broader trust and integrity of the financial services sector. Let this be the start of an exciting, forward-thinking chapter in your professional life. A chapter marked by clarity, accountability, and continuous improvement. Now is the time to act, plan, and build a future where your professional growth is limitless, and your knowledge continues to be your strongest asset.